A lovely day to all the traders and millionaires out there, right? Entrepreneurs, investors, and all of the above, right? On this video, I will be teaching you guys about the NAS100 or the US30, right? New York Exchange. When the New York Exchange open, right? Strategy. You will have your news, right? Or the New York Stock Exchange will open around about 15:30, right? Or the 16:30 on, right, South African time, right? I'm in South Africa, so I'm using South African time, right? New York Exchange open, New York Stock Exchange open. Okay, now this is what we call a breakout strategy. Now I want to show you something about the breakout strategy, right? um Now this strategy, you can use it, anyone can use it, newbies, those who are new in the market, and those who have experience in the market, right? Now this is what's gonna happen, right? I'm a technical trader, right? But we don't trade this strategy around these times. Or let's say we don't trade this strategy around 30, because 30 it is where news are being released when it comes to NAS100 and US30. It's where the New York Stock Exchange opens. Okay. Now that's why we always have high volatility on of news, or the high impact of the market, or the high impact of candles, bullish engulfing patterns or bearish engulfing patterns taking place at that time. It's because of New York Stock Exchange open, right, at 3:30. Now let's look at this strategy. Now you will have your movement of the market, right? Let's say the market is moving like this. Take note that this happens most of the time. Okay, now around 8 o'clock in the morning, ne? Up to, let's say, 13 o'clock later, this is what's gonna be happening most of the time. The market will be doing what? The market will be moving in a same price, testing the same price, testing the same price, testing the same price, testing the same price, up until 30. Most of the time this takes place. Now if you see this, this is where you draw your line, you draw your line at the same price, right? Now what's happening is that you will have your what, your resistance level there. This is what we call a resistance level, and then this is what we call a support level. Okay, now this takes place. Now the market is moving at the same price, now if the market is moving at the same price, technically we know that we have a support level that is taking place there, that is holding the buyers, and then we have a resistance level that is resisting the buyers there, that is holding the sellers. Okay, now this is what happens most of the time. I will just make an example with this candle right there. Two candles, I will just make an example, two different candles, right? Now the shaded one will be our bearish candle, just to make it more easy for you to understand. Now this is a bearish candle, right? Yes, and then this is a what, this is a bullish candle. Okay, you have your bullish candle right there, your bullish candle, and then you have a bearish candle. Take note that the reason why I'm doing this is because I want you to see that these candles are not the same. Okay, these candles and these two candles are not the same, because these two candles take place around 3:30, because they are long candles that you will see in the market, and they have a high volatility impact because of the news, right? When they take place, you will see the market will start to move in a different pace. The market was still moving at the same pace, slowly, but when the market gets to this level, now the market will do what? It will move quickly. The market will have a high impact at that at that time, right? Or at that level, or at that price. In other words, now what happens is that, let's assume now what the market does is this. After this, it's 3:30, right? Then you have this kind of a candle. then you have this kind of a candle. Now remember, this is a breakout strategy. We are waiting for the market to have a breakout out of this channel. We are waiting for the market to have a breakout out of our channel, right? Now this is your candle right there. This is a bearish candle. Let's assume that the market at 3:30 news release said that NAS100 or US30 is weak at that time. Now the market will do what? The market will have a high impact of bearish candle or bearish movement. You will see the market doing what? The market moving down at a high pace. Okay. Now what happens is, after 3:30, let's say now at this time, let's say at this time at 4 o'clock, now the market does what? It forms another candle, which is a what? A bullish candle. Right now, there are two keys that you must always remember at this time at 3:30. Now you have a what? You have your high impact of candle, but we are not sure really if this candle had a breakout out of this. If we had another candle on the downside that is doing what? That is bearish, then we were gonna sell. Okay, because the market broke out of this channel. But in this case, what happens is you have another bullish candle forcing the market to move on the upside, meaning that the market didn't have a what? A breakout. The market didn't have a breakout. This didn't take place. This didn't take place. But what took place is you had a bearish candle, long candle on the downside because of news. The market affected, the news affected the market, right? And then after that, you have a long candle going on the what? On the upside. Now, what happens is, after this candle, let's say, the other key that you must always remember, that if you want to enter, you must wait for a breakout, right? Either on the outside, either on the upside or on the downside. And also, you must have a rejection, or you must wait for a what? For a rejection. Now let's assume that the market rejected the sellers at this level. It had a breakout, but the market rejected the sellers. Now you have a what? A rejection right there. Okay, and then the next candle is bullish. Now what happened is, after this thing, now the market will have another bullish candle taking place there most of the time, and then it will have another what? Bullish candle taking place. And then what we do is, after we have a breakout out of this resistance level, what are we doing? We are entering a buy. We are entering a buy above the breakout channel. If we have a breakout, now we are doing what? We are buying after news release, not when the news are being released, because we are technical traders. We are not trying to fight against the fundamentals. When the fundamentals are entering the market, we are just watching and analyzing the market. Now, if we have a breakout out of this channel, now we are doing what? We are buying. Now, what happens is, this resistance level will turn into a what? Into a support level. Now we know, if we are buying at this level, right, after the breakout of this resistance level, we know now this is no longer a resistance level, but it's a what? It's a support level, holding what? Holding the buyers, because now we are buying. I hope this makes sense. Now let me make another example. Same strategy, but different situation. Now, what's happening is that, it's 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning. The market is still moving. The market is still moving. Now at 3:30, what happens is, you will get this kind of a candle, long candle, longest candle ever in the market, right? Because of the impact of news. Okay, now what's happening is that you have this candle. This is a candle, right? This is a candle. Remember, this one is not shaded because it's a bullish candle. You have your own a bullish candle there at 3:30. Okay, now if you have a bullish candle like this, right, breaking out of the channel, we are waiting for a what? A breakout. We are waiting for a breakout. We are waiting for a breakout. We wait for the market to close, right, before we assume that the market is going in that direction, or before we assume that the market had a breakout out of that level, right? Remember, this is your resistance level, right? You have your resistance level right there, and then you have your support level right there. Now, after the impact of news, what's gonna happen is that you will receive another candle, right? You might have another candle there. You might have another candle which is a bearish candle. Bearish candle. This takes place most of the time. This takes place most of the time. Now, what's happening is that you had a high impact of news at 3:30, right? You had a bullish candle right there, but it didn't break out of this thing. It didn't break out of this level. We had a what? A rejection, rejecting the what? The buyers. And now you have another candle breaking below this level, breaking below your support level. Now we assume we're gonna have another candle there. Then if you have another bearish candle there, what do? You sell. Now this strategy, you can apply it on a 15-minute strategy, on a 1 hour time frame, right? You can use it on a 15-minute time frame or in a 1 hour time frame. This is a breakout strategy. Now this is very simple and understandable. Now in simple ways, or in simple terms, you have a channel. This is a channel, right? When you have your own channel, what do? You wait for a breakout. Now if the market breaks above the resistance level, right, you wait first for the market to do what? To close above this resistance level. You wait for the market to close above, then you can enter for the second candle. Okay, same scenario, different situation. You have a channel. This is a channel. You have a channel, right? Now what happens is you wait for the market to break below this level before you enter. And if you have another candle there, then you can do what? Then you can sell there. Then you do what? You buy there. Now what happens is your resistance level at this situation, or at this scenario, because we are buying, your resistance level turns into a support level. This is now your support level. It is no longer resistance level, because you had a breakout. You broke the resistance level by buying. Now you have a what? A support level. Now here you had a support level right here at this line was your support level, but now you broke out of the support level. Now this will turn into a what? Into a resistance level. Okay, now this is a strategy of trading Nasdaq after New York Exchange open. As technical traders, trading Nasdaq after news release, trading Nasdaq or US30 after the fundamentals took place. Now each and every time you must wait for the market to have a breakout out of a channel after the news release, because after the news release, that is where you are going to have a high impact of the market, high impact of movement. That is why the market is going to start doing what? To start moving on the upside, right? Or to start moving on the downside, because you had a breakout out of a channel. Now the market is no longer at the same price. It's no longer testing the same prices, but the market is moving to new prices because of price action. Now you have an action taking place at the price, right? Now this is very simple and understandable. Even new traders, newbies can trade this strategy. And then after you enter your market, if you have an entry, right? Now another keys for entry levels is that you must hold for for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours to be exact, right? After the impact of news. After you enter the market, now you must hold your trades. At least hold for 5 hours in order to have a profitable trade, or in order to get those profits in the back. Okay, now this is very wise and very simple to use. Make sure you wait for the impact of news to take place. Don't enter when the news are taking place. Don't enter at 3:30. I will advise you, don't enter at that time. Wait for a breakout first, and then you can enter the market. This is your boy Tapelo from Tapelo Investment Trading speaking. On this video I was teaching you about the breakout strategy. We call it a breakout strategy, looking into NAS100 and US30, because this is a very respectable trade. When it comes to this breakout strategy, the market is always respecting these levels. Nasdaq and US30, they always respect the support and the resistance levels. They always support the breakout strategy. They always support these kind of formations, guys. So make sure, traders, that you test this strategy, and please do like and subscribe this video. And I wish you all the best. May you comment below if this strategy is really working for you. Thank you very much.